Hello students, you can see the world map is represented here and there is a colored part that represents the European continent. We know that Europe is the second smallest continent in the world. The smallest continent is Australia and followed by Europe. When we consider the density of population, Europe has the second highest density of population. That means the first densely populated continent is Asia and second density is belonging to the European continent. In this map, you can see the equator that divides the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And latitudinally, Europe lies in the northern hemisphere. And you can see the Tropic of Cancer that lying south of the Europe only. That means Europe is located in north of Tropic of Cancer and here is the Arctic Circle. So majority of the European continent lies within the temperate zone. Tropical zone is located between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn and temperate zone means between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle. So temperate zone is the location of European continent. Some part of Europe that lies in the frigid zone also, the parts of Norway and some island groups lies within the frigid zone or beyond the Arctic Circle. Okay, so that is about the latitudinal location. Then what about longitude? So you can see prime meridian, that is the most important meridian that divide the earth into eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. So here you can find the continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. Major part lies in the eastern hemisphere and this prime meridian it passes through Greenwich near London. So here around 24 degrees of longitude lies within the western hemisphere and here around 64 degrees of longitude lies in the eastern hemisphere. That is about the location of the European continent. You can see it have a centralized location as it is in temperate region. This region experiencing the most favorable climate. Favorable climate means it is not too hot, it is not too cold, a moderate climate. Then the latitudinal location between 36 degree north to 73 degree north, that is the latitudinal location. Longitudinally it locates between 25 degree west longitude to 64 degree east longitude, that is the longitudinal location of Europe. Then here you can see Europe and Asia, it lies here as a single landmass, so it is named as Eurasia. Europe and Asia together named as Eurasia. And the boundaries, there are some natural boundaries between the Asia and the European continent. So here lies the Ural Mountain. Ural Mountain, that is a natural boundary between Europe and Asia. Then this is the Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea, another natural boundary. And this is Black Sea, another natural boundary. And here you can find a Caucasus Mountain. So this is the natural boundary between Europe and Asia. Ural Mountain, Caspian Sea, Caucasus Mountain and Black Sea. Then here this African continent, it is separated from Europe by Mediterranean Sea. So south of the Europe lies the Mediterranean Sea. The continent Africa, Europe and Asia together named as Afro-Eurasia. Afro-Eurasia. Then you can find here Mediterranean Sea in the south, Atlantic Ocean. It is located in the west and Arctic Ocean in the east. So three sides surrounded by the water body, one side only connected with the land. So we can roughly say Europe is a peninsular continent. Europe is a peninsular continent. And here itself, many other peninsulas are there, like the Scandinavian peninsula here, then Iberian Peninsula, here Italian Peninsula, Greek Peninsula, like that many peninsulas are there within the European continent. So if you check the land of this European continent is very close to the water bodies, very close to the water bodies within kilometers, all the places have the accessibility to water bodies. That's why Europeans become the great navigators. They discovered many new lands. Around 15th century, many continents were not known to the other world. So they found, discovered North America, South America, Australia, New Zealand, etc. So the voyages and that eagerness to find new lands that go to the Europeans by this particular coastline. That means intended coastline. The coastline is very irregular. Many peninsulas are there. That is the intended coastline. That only give them a quest to navigate through the water bodies and discover many continents, and the international shipping and trade relations also developed by them because of this particular physical feature. Again, here, this continent is separated from Africa by the Strait of Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar is located here. This Strait of Gibraltar, it is a water body separating Africa and Europe. At the same time, it connecting Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean connected by the Strait of Gibraltar. Then Europe is known as a peninsula of peninsulas. What is its reason? Europe is already a peninsula, and there we can find a number of sub-peninsulas like Scandinavian, Iberian, Italian and Greek peninsulas. Okay, so here already I told you Europe and Asia, they together named as Eurasia. Actually, some geographers, they are thinking that Europe is not a separate continent. It is a part of, it is just a westward extension of Asia. Anyway, Europe have a unique location, geography, and it has distinct climate, flora, fauna, etc. that we can study in the next days.